What's the best approach to building a center of excellence? At Collectiv, this is one of the most common questions we hear. Having successfully established COEs across the entire Microsoft data stack, we've found that certain key principles are universally applicable. Today, we'll address common questions about Power BI and Fabric to demonstrate how these principles drive better outcomes for your center of excellence.
We get a lot of clients that come to us and say, hey, we're using Microsoft Fabric, we're using Microsoft Power BI. How do we put governance around all this stuff? How do we make sure that it's adopted properly? How do we train our teams up? And usually our answer to that is some form of center of excellence. It's just like a vehicle. So you buy a brand new vehicle, you gotta do oil checks, you gotta do tire rotations, all that good stuff. It's the same thing that center of excellence does. It allows you to make sure that that vehicle, i.e. your Microsoft Fabric, your Microsoft Power BI, stays in the basically tip-top shape it needs to be in order to be successful inside of your organization.
And so the idea behind your COA is that it's really bringing the best practices, the policies and procedures, so that no matter who is doing development in your organization, they are following all of the best practices that you have already put into place. This doesn't just have to be for Fabric and Power BI. Let's say you're doing Power Apps development, or you're using another data stack to develop your data environment. A center of excellence is the concept that you're going to create, and it's not technology specific. The reason why most organizations implement a Fabric Center of Excellence is really to enhance the collaboration and communication across your organization. So the idea is that all of your data is being brought into Fabric, you're doing all of your data transformations, your cleaning, and then all of your reporting as well. And so all of your teams can go to one-stop shop for all of their data.
So it starts with the data, which is Fabric. That's why it's very important to have a center of excellence, not only at the Power BI front, but also on the Fabric front, because that's where the data is at. That's really the heart and soul of every report we're looking at. Because if that's not right, then essentially our reporting is going to be even worse. Once our end users start looking at that data inside of a Power BI report, and if it's not accurate, you're going to quickly see adoption decline, and then people are going to start utilizing other things that they were using in the past, like exporting to Excel, things that we don't want them to do. Collectiv has been helping organizations set up center of excellence in all different types of platforms, whether that's on the data front or all the way on the Power BI front. That center of excellence can be a variety of things, and it means different things to different organizations. A center of excellence could really just be a team of people, one or two individuals, that maintain how Power BI reports are built, what are the standards, how do we make these things look and feel, how do we roll them out to the organization. Another organization may have a center of excellence to where it's essentially just, I'm one person, I'm the only one who builds it, I know how things are done, and I roll it out that way. I don't encourage that, but what I'm trying to get across is we can make a center of excellence work for you no matter what you're trying to accomplish as a company.
One of the most recent Center of Excellence programs that we implemented at an organization, they had thousands of Power BI reports and semantic models. They have hundreds of workspaces, and that can be really, really difficult to manage, especially if you don't have a dedicated team. And so with our Center of Excellence program, we ended up designing an entire team that they could bring on board, whether they did full-time, contract basis, and they helped them put together the policies, procedures, best practices, all of that data governance framework, so that whenever somebody goes in and does development in the organization, they follow those processes. Still feeling overwhelmed by building a Center of Excellence? Collectiv will guide you in creating effective processes and scaling solutions across the entire Microsoft data stack and across your organization.